We will now call the meeting to order of the Town of Lake Clark Shores Code Enforcement Board hearing, April 22nd, 2026, 6:30 PM. Emily, could you please call roll?
Chair Paul Hughes,
Present.
Vice Chair Gerard Sanchez,
Present.
Board Member Deb Moody,
Present.
Board Member Wesley Cook,
Present.
Board Member Patricia Keough,
Present.
Board Member Morty Meltz,
Present.
Board Member Jonathan Thayer.
Okay. Maybe we could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
I motion. Sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next item is the consent agenda, which includes the approval of the minutes of our last meeting on March 25th, 2026, and cases now in compliance. Eric, any of the cases tonight before us that are in compliance?
Yeah, if you go to page 4, case 2026-123 is in compliance.
Okay. That's it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Hoping for a better outcome.
Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I motion. Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Disclosure of visits. That shouldn't be an issue tonight, but if anyone would like to discuss any of these cases that come before us tonight, if you have any information particularly about them, if you'd please share that at the time of our listening to the case. Swearing of witnesses. Anyone testifying tonight, if you would please stand and be sworn in by the attorney.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you'll give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. I think the next item would be case status of 2025-789, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, and 96. And I believe they were going to be here tonight, and they weren't here at the last meeting, as I recall.
Yep, I've had no contact with them, and the number that I had for the people doing the work, I tried calling it, and it was either disconnected or no longer in service.
And you've been by there, Eric?
Yeah,
Lately?
the work has all but come to a halt.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Do you have pictures of the exterior like that
It's
debris pile and all that?
the debris pile was removed. The dumpster stayed on the side, but there hasn't been any work, so they closed up the door. I mean, it's possible they've been doing work, but when I went by today, I didn't see anything. When I went by yesterday, I didn't see any activity either.
Any permit issues that you're aware of?
It's still the same.
No change?
No.
Do we
So
have,
the subs had applied, I think, right?
March 24th, and it's still the same.
if their phone was disconnected, is that a possible, they got fired from the job, or maybe they're a scam? I don't know.
Without talking to them, I can only speculate.
Do we have access to the owners? I mean, do we have good contact information for the owners?
Bill, do you have the actual?
I have contact for their attorney.
Seems like we should be reaching out to the attorney to get an update status report or something.
Yeah, I can do that.
I think
Okay.
with a little motivation that call to the attorney will get some motion, movement, I would think.
Yeah, I don't have information right in front of me, but we gave them 6 months from like 3 months ago, I think.
Was June, I think. Is it June they're supposed to be done?
June 24th.
But wasn't it with stipulation that they come to every meeting to give us updates?
That's right.
With stipulation that they would be here every month to give us an update of their progress.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
they're
pay for
basically,
their-
they're in breach even. So are we correct in then starting to impose fine or what's?
I don't think so. I think, you give them till June and,
Mm-hmm.
but let me contact their attorney. And, certainly if they come in June and want more time, you might have a basis for how you consider that.
Mm-hmm.
Even though with the stipulation that we've asked them to give us a report on, progress. I get it. I just, if the phone's disconnected, I kind of feel like
Mm-hmm.
they're in breach. I don't know. As you lawyers would say.
Yeah, I don't, I don't think the order was written that if they didn't show at a meeting,
Right.
they're in violation.
Right.
I think they were given till June.
June 24th,
Yeah.
or a fine of 250 days would would be imposed.
And Bill, wouldn't that be more of a Robert's Law thing?
Well, I'm not sure of that, but I think they should be here, obviously, but
Yeah.
and the fellow that's been coming usually comes in late. Maybe he'll walk in here yet tonight. I don't know.
We have time.
But they're, the clock's running.
Yeah, we gave them till June 24th. So
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
that's
Make a motion?
where we're at.
Are we able to do one motion then for instead of having to repeat?
No, this was just,
I think we have to do anything.
no, this was just
No.
a
No.
informative.
Okay.
So if nothing else, perhaps at the next code board meeting, you may have a report for us about your communication with their attorney.
Yes. Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll remind the attorney they're supposed to be coming and giving monthly reports.
And maybe give them, I would also, I guess the dates, what do we have now? April, well, what? Now May 27th and June 24th. So May 27th, Wednesday, and then Wednesday, June 24th. Well, you can give that too.
Hey, Bill, is it legal to mandate them? Like in here, it says the board requested
Mhm.
that the respondent appear. If it were to happen in the future, are we allowed to mandate that they be here? Otherwise, the fine starts that month. If something were to happen in the future.
I guess you could. It would be sort of unusual, but, I guess you could do that. I mean, the violation is the condition of the property,
Mhm.
but,
Mhm.
Their appearing here shows good faith on their part.
yeah.
Well, my biggest concern is the disconnect of the phone. I'm afraid either they got fired or maybe they're dealing with a company that maybe they got scammed and all of a sudden
Mhm.
everything has come to a halt. So, so to speak, and the next thing you know, we'll wait till June. And now, oh, this happened to me, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I didn't show up for the last 4 months. And then here we are waiting additionally. That's where I'm getting at. It's like, we need to know, but a disconnect, that's kind of concerning because that's the contractor, right? That you reached out to this.
Yeah, it was the gentleman that was in here.
There's a trust involved here. It's not just a specific individual. So I think we let the course of action, let the attorney handle it, attorney to attorney. This way we can get some clarification as to who's actually on the job, who's not on the job, and what work is scheduled to be done or permits filed. I don't think, having somebody here blow smoke up or is going to really solve anything. I think handling it appropriately between two professionals when we have them on staff already. So I think that'd be a good course of action.
I guess they got 2 months to get it done before they start getting fined. I imagine that's what you'd be telling them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, I'll certainly remind them that. And she probably has the order. I don't know. I mean, the other thing that could have happened, maybe the contractor ran into something that's bigger problem than they anticipated.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I would imagine if it's a trust, they'd have the funds to complete the job. You just don't put a piece of property in a trust and, let it flounder around. I just think maybe they're coming through some hurdles, but without maybe a conversation with their attorney, I think we can get some clarity as to what state or status they're looking at.
And Eric, after last meeting, you haven't had any communication. You tried so nothing.
No, nothing. No, no email communications, no phone communications, and I believe it's the same for the building department, correct, Julie?
I don't think they caught him,
Okay.
So maybe also whatever correspondence, or you maybe mention Eric's name and contact number so he can get given progress as well. All we want is compliance, right? So.
Are you ready to go on to new cases?
Yep.
Okay. First case, 2026 108 Honey Home Trust. Eric.
All right, I'll take it away. Good evening. I'm Code Enforcement Officer Eric Richwagon, representing the town of Lake Clark Shores, case number 2026-108 Honey Home Trust. Business owner Marcus Johns. Mailing address P.O. Box 1620, Tempe, Arizona 85280. They're in violation of code section 54-20, operating business without a current town of Lake Clark Shores local business tax receipt. A delinquent notice was issued on January 22nd, 2026, and a notice of hearing was issued on 4/1/2026. Just so you know, for all cases being heard for BTRs, all delinquent notices were issued on January 22nd, 2026, and all notice of hearings were posted and sent out by mail on 4/1/2026. Just so I don't have to, keep saying the same thing, just so you have an understanding that both dates concur with all cases.
They say that they needed to appear today. You
Correct.
said it at 4/1, but appear, obviously no one has appeared, or they haven't gone into Lake Clark Shores office.
So
Okay.
where is this Honey Home Trust located?
This one I sent out by mail because. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think this one is a vacation rental. I don't remember the address of the vacation rental.
Oh, Venetian.
Venetian.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so no communication with the owner. Okay, you ready to vote?
Yeah.
Would someone like to make a motion?
Which one? Well, the amount, isn't the amount already set for these?
Yeah, so you're gonna have to read the motion number 10 on your sheet. It's on the second page. And then all the amounts are on this spreadsheet over here, the last column.
Okay.
But they're not in order.
We're not looking at number 7. $41.35.
All right, I'll go ahead. All right, so here, based on the testimony and evidence presented in case number 2026-108, I move that this board finds the respondent in violation of sections 54-20 of the town code. I move that an order be entered requiring respondents to pay the total amount of the business tax of $41.35. Or is that the correct?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, $41.35, which includes the delinquency penalty of 25% plus an administrative fee of $100 plus an additional penalty of $250 if the respondent is not in compliance with the order by and I guess our next meeting is
Usually we give 30 days.
which is more.
But
So
we-
May 27th
Yeah,
or
but
May
there's not going to be another hearing after that. If they don't come into compliance, then we record a lien on the property.
Okay,
Yes.
so then if it's non-compliance with the order by
April 21st.
May
I'm
21st.
sorry, May 21st. Sorry.
May 21st of 2026, a copy of this order may be recorded in public records of Palm Beach County.
Is there further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Next case, 2026-112,
Yes.
Truist Bank.
First Bank, same code section, same delinquent notice issued, and same posting date.
I'm just curious, being it's Truist Bank, to me, this is probably an email. Somebody probably changed jobs or something like that. I don't know if we just go to their bank branch. I don't know.
Well,
Because
it
we
was-
have a Truist Bank branch
It was
here.
posted to the property and handed off to an employee, and then it was also sent to what's listed on Papa. So
Wow. Okay.
Someone like to make a motion?
I can
Go
do it.
for
again.
it. You may as well just do them all. No, it's all you.
It's all me.
It's all you.
All right.
There's water up there.
Yeah. Good, yeah. Based on the testimony evidence presented in case number 2026-112, I move that the board finds the respondents in violation of sections 54-20 of the town code. I move that an order be entered requiring the respondents to pay a total amount of the business tax of, let's see here, $344.54, which includes a delinquency penalty of 25% plus an administrative fee of $100 plus an additional penalty of $250 if the respondent is not in compliance with this order by May 21st of 2026. A copy of this order may be recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County.
Second.
Further discussion? All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next case, 2026-113, Insight Environmental Solutions.
same thing as
You know what? Let me just.
the last one.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Thank you.
May as well
Okay.
just fill in the blank at this point.
Based on the testimony evidence presented in case number 2026-113, I move that the board finds this respondents in violation of sections 54-20 of the town code. I move that an order be entered requiring the respondents to pay the total amount of business tax of
8269.
it's 80. That way is,
Number 9.
yeah, 8269.
Mm-hmm.
$82.69, which includes a delinquency penalty of 25% plus an administrative fee of $100 plus an additional penalty of $250 if the respondent is not in compliance with the order by May 21st of 2026. A copy of this order may be recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County.
There a second?
Second.
Further
Question.
discussion?
It says here that the amount of tax specifically will go on this one's okay, 344.54, which includes a penalty of 25% plus an administrative fee of 100. Now, in some of the others, the one we just did on the other side here, the Honey Home was
4135
41.35.
plus 100 plus 250.
Okay, so we're just gonna add those together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For the okay, all right. I thought it was gonna come to a total. Okay, no problem.
Jerry,
Well, we're going to motion now, right?
did you need?
Motion second.
Okay. Any further discussion on this one?
Nope.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Next case, 2026-115, Robert.
1-4.
Oh, I thought we,
I'm just going to go ahead and do a motion.
Yeah, I think we have to have some testimony. I mean, it can be very brief because I know Eric already said it, but we need.
I'll make it brief. Case 2026-114, Employee Assistant Professionals of South Florida Inc., business owner Doris Logan, 1499 Forest Boulevard, Unit 115. They're in violation of section 54-20. Delinquent notice sent out January 22nd, 2026. Notice of hearing posted and sent by mail on April 1st, 2026.
Robert's Rules of Order requires some at least minimal discussion on each motion. So would someone like to say something?
Yeah, this has been 6 months since the tax was due, is that correct? Tax is due
It
in
was issued in
First.
October 1st, so it's been about 6 months, so I don't see any reason, and they've been noticed, so.
building, mail, just like they're posted, so.
Is there a motion?
Yes, of course. Based on the testimony and evidence presented in case number 2026-114, I move that the board finds this respondent in violation of sections 54-20 of the town code. I move that the order be entered and requiring the respondents to pay total amount of the business tax of $110.25, which includes a delinquency penalty of 25% plus an administrative fee of $100 plus an additional penalty of $250 if the respondents is not in compliance with the order by May 21st of 2026. A copy of this order may be recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County.
Second.
Further discussion?
We've done everything possible to contact these folks. It is what it is.
Based on Florida Chapter 162.
Is there anything you'd like to add, Eric?
No, we can
Okay.
keep going down the list.
Would someone like to make a motion?
We did.
We did.
Then we got a second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. All right, now.
Case 2026-115, Robert L. Denton, DDS, PA. Business owner Robert Denton, site property 1501 Forest Hill Boulevard, Unit 102. Violation section 54-20, delinquent notice sent January 22nd, 2026. And posted, notice of hearing posted and sent by mail on 4/1/2026.
Thank you, Eric. Discussion
I think
on,
you've been to the property. Are they
Dr.
actually
Denton.
doing business?
Well, yeah, and two out of three of them came into compliance.
Yeah, I'm just finding he's a dentist. It's interesting that hasn't been paid.
so two of the dentists came into compliance?
Yeah, we had a lot more that were going, and thanks to Yuli and Pam, by them sending me emails, we were able to get a lot in compliance. So this list was a lot bigger than what you see.
Okay.
And Dr. Denton, you couldn't get a hold of, or?
I didn't see him. He's usually the nice one.
Okay, so no discussion with Dr. Denton.
Negative.
Okay. Would someone like to make a motion?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and
With
do it.
13.
You guys want me? Got plenty of practice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Based on the testimony and evidence presented in case number 2026-115, I move that this board finds the respondents in violation of sections 54-20 of the town code. I move that the order be entered requiring the respondents to pay the total amount of the business tax of $110.25.
Mm-hmm.
Am I correct?
Mhm.
Okay. Which includes a delinquency penalty of 25% plus an administrative fee of $100 plus an additional penalty of $250 if the respondent is not in compliance with the order by May 21st of 2026. A copy of this order may be recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County.
Second.
Discussion.
I think we've done everything possible for this office and everything else. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Any further discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next case, 2026-117. Nermine,
Nermeen Hannah, 7756 Nemec Drive South, in violation of section 54-20, delinquent notice sent out 1/22/2026. Notice of hearing posted to property and sent by mail on 4/1/2026.
Okay.
discussion.
What kind of business does this person do? Or do we know? I'm just curious. They're not a dentist,
I
right?
have no communication with her, and she is not a fan of government.
Mhm.
Oh, well, not everybody wants to pay taxes either, but hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we don't know what kind of business it is.
Think
Just that
she
they have a,
at some point she did something legally based, but again, I've had no communication with her since I started here. She's never complied. So whether she's still operating it or not, I don't know, but she doesn't communicate well with government.
I think we've talked about this before, but that means that they've already
Did she pay last year? Did
Pay
was,
their county taxes?
No, they didn't pay this last year or the year before. And
Oh.
she's never appeared.
oh, wow. And then we record it as when we have nothing to put it lien, or does she own this commercial property?
No, it's not a commercial property. This is
It's a
this is in,
business.
yeah, this is in the estates. This is a
Like at-
home
Out of home.
Business.
Yeah.
Out of
home
home.
address.
So when we record something in the public records, it's not going to be a lien against that, right? Or it is?
Yeah.
So we can't put it against their personal property. Oh,
Mhm.
okay. I guess that's what's going to happen.
Okay, so we have a motion, right?
Oh, yes. Based on the testimony and evidence presented in case number 2026-117, I move that this board finds the respondents in violation of sections 54-20 of the town code. I move that the order be entered requiring respondents to pay the total amount of the business tax of $110.25, which includes a delinquency penalty of 25% plus an administrative fee of $100 plus an additional penalty of $250 if the respondent is not in compliance with this order by May 21st of 2026. A copy of this order may be recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion.
How many years has she not paid? I'm just curious if, is this kind of like a perennial, an annual thing with this person?
I remember that we recorded a lien last year on the property, but I don't remember anything else. So I think maybe last year was the first time, but I can't, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Remind me, does that mean there's still a lien on the property?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we not revoke the business tax receipt and do a cease and desist or something?
Yeah, I don't know if you could.
That's
I'm-
an interesting.
I don't think the statute gives that authority. Plus,
What about the town? I don't know. If you're not paying your, it's kind of interesting. If you're not paying the actual, whatever you need to have to operate a business, then doesn't the, whatever,
And it's
Government.
likely not a corporation or an LLC. Can't tell by this, but my guess is it's a sole proprietorship.
so be it a dentist, be whatever business, wouldn't it be the responsibility of whatever township or city, county, or what, I mean, basically, hey, you're not.
yeah, I don't know if the town, it would be a decision, would the town want to pursue that kind of thing? I'm not sure if you could, number one, and number two, are you going to shut one of your businesses down?
I'm just asking because I would think regardless, big or small, I'm thinking of consistency, right? If we were to do, I don't know, that's something I would leave to our legal minds of our legal department of our town, but I'm just looking for, what's consistent, right? I don't understand if someone doesn't pay, then they shouldn't be operating as a business. I would think if you had an occupational license, all those kind of things, that stops you. I don't know.
So how do we know they're in business?
Well, we don't.
Sunbiz.org or something like
I mean,
that.
don't they have to pay the county to have a business as well?
Yes, they do.
Well, at some point, this is a guess, so I'm not sure if that's what happened in this situation, but they probably first apply for a business tax receipt the first year, they paid it, and then the second year they got a renewal notice and then they didn't pay it. So
Right.
maybe that's what happened, but I don't know.
I'm just wondering what the town, if this is a repeat, it's already a second year.
Right.
I mean,
mean-
there's a lien being imposed on the property, so if they were trying to sell the property, it would have to be paid.
As long as they're the property owner.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Right, it wouldn't be a lien on the property if they're a tenant.
Right.
Mm,
So do we know that they own?
Could be on, well, I don't know. But
Well, in this situation, she's the owner of the
Yes.
property.
but it also could be homestead,
mm-hmm.
Probably.
you know, so you have that issue.
Well, we're gonna have
Chances
to,
of collecting it are slim to none.
no, maybe eventually, just like what happened in that unfortunate home, but yeah.
Well, my question is, are they still in business?
Yeah, I'm not sure anyone knows.
No,
But what if they're not in business?
then they should tell us, but I've had no communication. She's not communicated with us, so
Why would we want to go through this process if they're not even in business any longer?
Well, how do we determine this? Yeah, like every year this comes up. Okay, we have it on our roll, but do we compare that with, I would think, sunbiz.org? When is that?
When it's an LLC or corporation, yes, then Sunbiz is a useful tool, but if it's a sole proprietorship,
Mhm.
they're not required to register with Sunbiz. So then Google, you can talk to Palm Beach County Business Tax Receipt Office
Mm-hmm.
and find out if they're paying the county BTR, but not the city. We've had confusion about that where they think they only need to pay one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do we do that as a town? Do we?
you're not gonna
check
get
with the
much
county?
from this property. They're under confidential records, Florida statute 119. Even on Sunbiz, all their information is protected. So,
Well, then I guess we'll just do what we do. Okay,
nothing shows
All
up.
right.
want to do a motion?
you already did.
Oh,
Further discussion. All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay.
Case 2026-118,
Mm-hmm.
Tanya Menz Pignato Inc., business owner Tanya Menz Pignato, site 1825 Forest Hill Boulevard, Unit 103, in violation of section 54-20. Delinquent notice sent on 1/22/2026. Notice of hearing posted to property and sent out by mail on 4/1/2026.
Did they get, was this another one that they didn't pay last year? Just curious. And number two, this one is incorporated, so it would be in sunbiz.org, right?
All right.
So are we just able to check that and?
It wouldn't mean they're operating necessarily. It would just mean the corporation's active.
Mm-hmm.
Active or inactive?
Or it could be inactive, but they're still operating.
They're still incorporated.
Yeah.
Okay,
Would someone like to make a motion?
I'll do
I,
it.
go ahead.
I'll give you a break.
All right. I'll get some water right now.
Thank you,
then.
Wes.
It's all yours, Wes.
Based on testimony and evidence presented in case number 2026-118, I move this board finds the respondents in violation section 5420 of the town code. I move that an order be entered requiring respondents to pay the total amount of the business tax of $110.25, which includes a delinquency penalty of 25% plus an administrative fee of $100 plus an additional penalty of $250. If the respondents don't or is not in compliance with this order by May 21st, 2026, a copy of this order may be recorded in the public record of Palm Beach County.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Discussion.
Case 2026-120.
You all in favor?
All in favor?
All in favor?
I was waiting for anybody to
This-
further discussion. All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Okay. All right.
Now, case 2026-120 on page 4.
Hmm.
R.O. Viamonte Construction Company, Inc., business owner Raymond Viamonte, site 7830 Edgewater Drive, in violation of section 54-20. Delinquent notice sent on 1/22/2026. Notice of hearing posted to property and sent via mail 4/1/2026.
Discussion? Anyone?
This name is familiar.
Yeah, does anybody know this person personally or just curious?
He has another company on page 6. USA Defense or Defense Inc. Top of page 6.
All right.
Same thing. Maybe start there. I don't know.
And the same thing goes, you post it, and this, it seems to me, obviously a resident at their home, so this is all posted on their property, been mailed to, and, okay. We've done the due diligence.
Would someone like to make a motion?
Sure. Let's go. Based on the testimony and evidence presented in case number 2026-120, I move that this board finds the respondent in violation of section 54-20 of the town code. I move that the order be entered requiring the respondent to pay the total amount of the business tax of $192.94
which includes a delinquency penalty of 25% plus an administrative fee of $100 plus an additional penalty of $250 if the respondent is not in compliance with the order by May 21st of 2026. A copy of this order may be recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County.
Is there a second?
Second.
Further discussion?
I don't think they're entirely.
You ready to vote?
Yeah.
All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Next item is 2026-121, Dr. Finlay Medical Center.
Property owner, well, business owner, Urcia Cabrera, site 1844 Sol Boulevard, Unit 200, in violation section 54-20, delinquent notice sent on January 22nd, 2026. Notice of hearing posted to property and sent by mail on 4/1/2026.
All right. Anybody know this doctor personally or have come across? I'm just curious, being that she's obviously working here locally. Nope.
I can't say I've met her.
No discussion with the doctor?
Do we try calling them or no? Just only posting and mail. I'm just curious
Yeah,
if we actually
Florida-
make a phone call.
Florida statute says, we're required to post in mail.
Okay.
So what do? You go to their office and you hand it to somebody or?
So for people that are there, yes, most of these are posted to doors that I've never seen opened. Doesn't mean for this one, but I'm saying I posted to, there'll be a placard there, but doors are locked, lights are off, so it's.
Right. So maybe the thing falls off the door, but we send them a mail. The second thing protocol is sending something in the mail.
Well, both. I always post, and it's like the very first one, obviously that was an Arizona PO box, so
Right.
it got sent out. I make every reasonable means.
Yeah. Okay.
Would someone like to make a motion?
I will. All right. Based on the testimony and evidence presented in case number 2026-121, I move that the board finds the respondent in violation of section 54-20 of the town code. I move that an order be entered in requiring the respondents to pay total amount of business tax. And this is
25.
$110.25. Which includes a delinquency penalty of 25% plus an administrative fee of $100 plus an additional penalty of $250 if the respondent is not in compliance with the order by May 21st of 2026. A copy of this order may be recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County.
Second.
Wes seconds.
Yep.
Further discussion? You ready to vote?
Yep.
All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. AB Therapy,
Yep, case 2026.
26-126.
Correct. Ava Therapy at Palm Beach.
No, we're at 123, guys.
No, that one's in
was-
compliance.
That was
Oh, I put the wrong one. Never mind.
compliance.
I apologize.
All right, so for this one, business owner Rafael A. Benjarno, site 1854 Sol Boulevard, Unit 102, in violation of section 54-20. Delinquent notice was sent on 1/22/2026. Notice of hearing was posted to the property and sent by mail on 4/1/2026.
Discussion?
I'll do a motion.
Have they been into compliance before or?
Oh, I'm not sure.
We started just doing this last year, right?
This owner.
Did we always, how long we've always done this? Or did this just start last year when we started?
No, we've been doing it every year for many years.
Okay, so it's nothing new. Everybody knows the routine. Gotcha. All right.
Would someone like to make a motion?
Sure. Based on the testimony and evidence presented in case number 2026-126, I move that this board finds the respondent in violation of section 54-20 of the town code. I move that the order be entered requiring the respondent to pay a total amount of business tax, $27.56, which includes a delinquency penalty of 25% plus an administrative fee of $100 plus an additional penalty of $250 if the respondent is not in compliance with this order by May 21st of 2026. A copy of this order may be recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County.
there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion?
I'm only because the balance is so low, 2756, and they're being popped heavy, and that includes the 25% delinquency fee, correct? It's unfortunate. Okay.
Are you ready to vote?
Yep.
All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, next case, 2026-127, Bridge to Mental Healing, LLC.
Correct. Business owner Lynette Santos Robles. Site address 8129 Sedgwick Court, Unit A. In violation of section 54-20, delinquent notice was sent on 1/22/2026. Notice of hearing was posted to property and sent out by mail on 4/1/2026.
Discussion?
I'm happy with the town's effort of what, and you know, to get people to, or make them aware, so I'm ready for a motion.
No discussion with America?
No, never. This one, you know, you can't get to the front door, so I had to post it on their little fencing, and they don't show up on Sunbiz, so
Which-
Okay.
They should if they're Florida LLC.
yeah, they should, but I just typed them in and theirs doesn't show up whatsoever.
Would someone like to make a motion?
Sure. Based on the testimony and evidence presented in case number 2026-127, I move that this board finds the respondent in violation of sections 54-20 of the town code. I move that the order be entered requiring the respondents to pay the total amount of business tax of $110.25,
Mhm.
which includes a delinquency penalty of 25% plus an administrative fee of $100 plus an additional penalty of $250. If the respondent is not in compliance with this order by May 21st of 2026, a copy of this order may be recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County.
Second.
Further discussion? Anyone? All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, Dr. Finley again, 2026-128.
Business owner identified France Aki D.O. Site property 1844 South Boulevard, Suite 200. Violation of section 54-20. Delinquent notice was issued on 1/22/2026. Notice of hearing was posted to the property and sent via mail on 4/1/2026.
Discussion?
I guess. There's no way of us not knowing if they're in business or not.
Well, I just checked them on Sunbiz and their exact suite and everything shows on here. And for Sunbiz, they're only updated to 2025, so they haven't been updated to 2026, so not sure what's going on with that.
And what's the responsibility? Are they supposed to, when someone, hey, we're out of business, hey, I'm not doing this anymore. I mean, what is the responsibility of a business owner?
I've worked in a few towns and cities. I can tell you that some will tell you, a lot won't. From Lauderhill to Pembroke Park to here, I can tell you I've come across a list of businesses that say they were there and they haven't been there in 10 years.
So in this point, and it's only a business, are we, we're not tying the lien to any of the property or anything like that? I mean,
Mm-mm.
it's just basically, what
No.
is it, just a judgment? Then if there's not a lien
Just a
against,
fine against the business.
Right. Yes, it's similar to a judgment, yeah.
okay, and then it'll be on their credit or business credit report or whatever, things of those sorts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we always give them until January 22nd to give them a delinquent notice? They have to be paid by October 1st or the end of October? What is?
Yes, so it's due actually on September 30th because the license is, take effects on October 1st. And then every month there's a penalty, I think that increases by 5% every month until January. January is the maximum penalty that we can impose, and it's 25%, and that's when they get the delinquent notice.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Mhm.
Do you send them reminder notices that they're delinquent prior to that?
I know that we do at least one.
I'm just, any literature that we send them or when someone, do we ask them, hey, have you ever closed your business to let us know? I don't know. I just,
I would think so. I'm not sure exactly what is sent. Do you know what it looks like, Yuli?
Just notice how the amount that they owe. That's it. And the date that they have to.
Okay.
It doesn't say anything about letting us know. If they
Mhm.
okay. Is that something, Bill, you think we should? Just kind of like when you do your homestead, right? Okay, do you still live in the property or do you not? Right? And you're responsible to notify.
Well, most businesses you'd see if they're there or not. I mean,
Yeah.
some of these are in homes and there's no way to tell that. But if you walked up to what was a dentist's office and it's empty, you'd have an indication they're not doing business.
And that's not the case, Eric, right? So this one's a business, so.
Yeah, no, this one is obviously still operating.
Okay.
It's some of the smaller ones, some of the ones that have an office but no activity. But the bigger ones like the dentist's office, doctor's office, stuff like that, those ones you can very clearly see, business being conducted.
Okay.
Is there a motion?
I'll motion. Based on the testimony and evidence presented in case number 2026-128, I move that this board finds the respondent in violation of sections 54-20 of the town code. I move that an order be entered requiring the respondents to pay a total amount of business tax,
$125.
$110.25, which includes a delinquency penalty of 25%, plus an administrative fee of $100, plus an additional penalty of $250. If the respondent is not in compliance with the order by May 21st of 2026, a copy of this order may be recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County.
Is there a second?
Second.
Further discussion? Are you ready to vote?
Yeah.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next item. 2026-129, is that correct?
Yep. Iconic Medical Supplies and Services, Inc., business owner, Cara Russell, site property 1864 So Boulevard, Unit 204. Violation of section 54-20, delinquent notice sent on 1/22/2026. Notice of hearing posted to property and sent via mail for 1/2026.
Discussion. Know anything about the business? Eric?
I mean, all the information shows up on Sunbiz, so it's not as though the mailing address for it changed. It's identical to what I see.
So they're still in business.
I mean,
Based
they
on
don't have a
Sunbiz.
2026 update, whereas other ones do. So I don't know.
The status says it's active.
Okay.
What we used to find helpful for some of these is when you send out the notice of violation, you copy the property owner
Mm.
when they're in a commercial property such as this. And we had a lot of success in collecting those from or through the property owner.
Mm-hmm.
Because they'll let their tenants know.
They'll say what's going on.
Okay,
Or the property owner may come back and say they vacated 6 months ago, and then you know, you just put the license in history and not pursue it.
Do you think that would be helpful to the town?
Maybe. Something we can look into.
Something maybe you can consider?
Yeah.
Okay. Would someone like to make a motion?
Wes, you want to go for it? How about Moody, whatever? Well, I'll keep going. I don't care.
Keep-
guys. I know it'd be like
I'll make-
hogging it
I'll
up.
make a motion.
All right,
Based on the testimony and evidence presented in case number 2026-129 Iconic Medical Supplies and Services, Inc., I move that this board finds the respondents in violation of section 5420 of the town code. I move that an order be entered requiring respondent to pay a total amount of the business tax of $82.69, of which includes a delinquency penalty of 25%, plus an administration fee of $100, plus an additional penalty of $250. If the respondent is not in compliance with this order by May 21st, 2026, a copy of this order may be recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County.
Second.
Wes seconds. Further discussion? Any discussion? Ready to vote?
Yep.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. That was iconic. Okay.
Next one, case 2026-130, Virago Beauty LLC, owner Jennifer McKees, site property 1800 Forest Hill Boulevard, Alpha 12 unit. In violation of section 54-20, delinquent notice was sent out 1/22/2026. Notice of hearing was posted to the property and sent out via mail 4/1/2026.
Discussion.
I'll make a motion.
Mm.
Based on the testimony and evidence presented in case number 2026-130, Virago Beauty LLC, I move that this board finds the respondents in violation of section 5420 of the town code. I move that an order be entered requiring respondents to pay a total amount of the business tax of $82.69, which includes a delinquency penalty of 25%, plus an administration fee of $100, plus an additional penalty of $250. If the respondent is not in compliance with this order by May 21st, 2026, a copy of this order may be recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County.
Second.
So for discussion purposes, the business was notified, right, Eric?
That's correct.
And you haven't had any communication?
Nope, nor the building department.
Okay. You ready to vote?
Yep.
All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next case, 26-131.
Wash Tub Soft Wash LLC, property owner Samuel Hyman, site address 1908 Arabian Road West. In violation of section 54-20, delinquent notice was sent on 1/22/2026. Notice of hearing was posted to the property, sent out via mail on 4/1/2026. They do not have anything on Sunbiz, but checking Papa. They are still the current owners. I have Samuel Hyman G listed at that property.
Sounds like a car wash.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it sounds like. Yeah. Wash hub, soft wash. That's a good assumption.
No communication, Eric?
No.
Someone like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, Pat.
Based on the testimony and evidence presented in case number 2026-131, Wash Hub Soft Wash LLC, I move that this board finds the respondents in violation of section 5420 of the town code. I move that an order be entered requiring respondents to pay the total amount of the business tax of $27.56, which includes a delinquency penalty of 25%, plus an administrative fee of $100, plus an additional penalty of $250. If the respondent is not in compliance with this order by May 21st, 2026, a copy of this order may be recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County.
Second.
Wes seconds. Any further discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Next item on page 6, 2026-132 USA Defense, Inc.
Yeah. Business owner Raymond O. Viamonte, site address 7830 Edgewater Drive, violation of section 54-20. Delinquent notice was issued on 1/22/2026. Notice of hearing was posted to the property and sent out via mail on 4/1/2026.
You know anything about this business, Eric?
Well, he's an FFL. It means,
Federal firearms.
yes. So if you wanted to purchase a weapon, have it delivered, he runs a business where he could acquire that for you, almost like a firearm shop, but able to do it on his
The
own.
firearms dealer, I guess you could say.
Yeah, firearms dealer, correct?
As a home-based business?
Yes.
And they have the same as a place of a business structure and all that they have to do the same background checks and all that fun stuff. I'm just that's interesting that you can be at home, but I guess he's
I
just a
mean,
dealer, right? I guess like
yeah.
the same as a car dealer.
I mean, I don't have the specifics on it, but I'm assuming. I mean, if he was able to run it and able to keep his FFL, obviously he didn't violate because the federal government, looks into that stuff often. And if you violate, it's a very serious penalty.
I would think too, if he had a lien, and this shows up on public records, that would not be too favorable. Right? I don't know. I would think because you got to keep everything in order, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
Would someone like to make a motion?
Make a motion. Based on the testimony and evidence presented in case number 2026-132, USA Defense Incorporated, I move that this board finds the respondents in violation of section 5420 of the town code. I move that an order be entered requiring respondent to pay the total amount of the business tax of $82.69, which includes a delinquency penalty of 25%, plus an administrative fee of $100, plus an additional penalty of $250. If the respondent is not in compliance with this order by May 21st, 2026, a copy of this order may be recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County.
There a second?
Second.
Further discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay. 2026-136 Guidepost Montessori at Lake Clark.
Business owner Wallace Duke Jarrett or Gerard, site property 1501 Forest Hill Boulevard, Unit 101, violation of section 54-20. Delinquent notice was issued on 1/22/2026. Notice of hearing was posted to the property and sent out via mail on 4/1/2026.
Is that new Montessori when we were dealing with the whole parking lot situation and sprinkler? And is that the same one? I'm just curious.
I think so.
Surprised that they overlooked it and they haven't responded. It's an active business now, right? Don't they have
Mhm.
kids and everything going on there now?
I don't think that's the new
This-
one, though.
Seen anyone, it doesn't mean that there aren't people there.
I think the new
I
one.
mean,
is
it's a very
called
locked down
Daydreams
facility.
Or something like that.
I'm not sure. That's why I know. I don't think there's too many Montessoris in our.
Yeah, right next to the Denton. Yeah, right next to her.
No discussion with them, Eric?
No. I mean, it's hard to tell if they're active because it's a very locked down facility. So, just have kids running around.
Would someone like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion again.
Thank you,
Based
Pat.
on the testimony and evidence presented in case number 2026-136 Guidepost Montessori at Lake Clark, I move that this board finds the respondents in violation of section 5420 of the town code. I move that an order be entered requiring respondents to pay the total amount of the business tax of $82.69, which includes a delinquency penalty of 25%, plus an administrative fee of $100, plus an additional penalty of $250. If the respondent is not in compliance with this order by May 21st, 2026, a copy of this order may be recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County.
Second.
West seconds. Further discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Next case, 2026-144 M&C Auto Trans Inc.
Business owner Madeline Padron Linares, site address 7411 Venetian Way. Violation of section 54-20. Delinquent notice was issued 1/22/2026. Notice of hearing was posted to the property and sent out via mail on 4/1/2026.
Discussion?
Just
Anyone?
curious, is this the same person that had the dock issue in the backyard?
No.
No?
It's further up the road.
Any further discussion? Would someone like to make a motion? No communication, right, Eric?
No, negative.
I'll make a motion.
Wes?
Thank you. Based upon the testimony and evidence presented in case number 2026-144, M&C Auto Trans Inc., I move that this board finds the respondents in violation of section 54-20 of the town code. I move that an order be entered requiring respondents to pay the whole amount of the business tax of, and they gotta find
M&C 8269.
8269.
Mm-hmm.
Which includes a delinquency penalty of 25% plus administrative fee of $100, plus an additional penalty of $250. That the respondents is not in compliance with this order by May 21st, 2026. Copy of this order may be recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County.
There a second?
Second.
Further discussion? All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. I believe that's the end of our cases. Next item of business would be board comments, suggestions, and updates. Anyone?
I have something.
Emily?
Yes. So we would like to change the meeting dates for June and July because staff is not available. So we would like to change the June date to June 17th. So it would be the Wednesday before what was scheduled. And then for July, we would like to move it to July 29th, which is a week later.
Also on a Wednesday?
Yes.
Wednesday, July 29th.
Yes.
Now, Eric, you're not going to be here in that June 17th period?
I will be out of the United States.
Yeah.
That's why we're changing the June. So we're able to have a meeting in June, and when I come back in July, we'll still be able to have a July meeting.
Okay.
Why don't we move it to the end of June when you're here? Or how long are you gone for?
I'm gone for about 3 weeks.
Sometimes it's better to not talk about these things
Oh,
because this is recorded.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
I just like to know who's going to be doing what Eric does.
Any code issues can be given to one of the police officers. Dana can, possibly look into it.
But who would be here at our meeting?
Well, for June and July, I'll be here. That's why we're changing the dates.
Okay.
Okay.
So if for some reason there's no cases,
We would cancel the meeting.
you would let us know.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's see. Does anybody have any problems with those dates, June 17th?
It works better for
You
me.
mean June 10th?
Huh?
Was it June 17th? or June
Yes.
10th? June 17th.
17th.
June 17th
I don't have a problem with it.
I'm good with that date.
and July 29th.
I'm good with that one too.
I guess right now I'm okay. So,
What was the July?
everybody okay with those dates?
June 17 and
June
July
17th and July 29th. All right, we'll make it official, huh?
Okay, thank you. And we'll change the calendar and we'll send an email to everybody.
Okay, great.
Yes. Mhm. Thank you.
Anybody else? Eric?
Yeah. Wasn't able to print this off because my printer was a little little upset with me, but so just so you know, so far this year, we have a total of 272 violations issued. We have a compliance and close rate of 176 with 51 open. With the vegetation citation form being corrected, on top of other citations, we have eight fine totals. One lien's been recorded, 5 warnings, and 31 heard before for tonight. And within the last 30 days, we've had 81 violations issued. In the last 30 days, we've had 52 closed.
52 closed.
Yes, 52 prior cases closed and 81 new cases open. So I just wanted to give you guys the stats because with the MGO program, I'm able to pull quick stats for you guys.
Okay.
I mean, what I see is some people are still putting this stuff out way
Oh, yeah.
early, and
That's why 35 vegetation violations were issued in the last 12 days.
But
some people are still putting them in the streets.
Mhm.
I observed the last council meeting, and there's a motion passed, I believe, to look at changing the ordinance to Friday, Saturday, and 72 hours instead of 24. You can put it out 72 hours instead of 24. Is
we'll leave
that
that up to
Yes.
the
is that
town
right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's correct.
When that happened, yeah.
And my gut tells me that's something that will probably happen.
Well, my only thing is, it just seems we're not able to even stay on top because a lot of times Waste Management, they don't have pickup, right? Isn't that
Well,
kind of like in free?
what we've been running into, which is a positive side, is that because we've been going, heavy with vegetation violations, the residents are noticing when the stuff isn't being picked up, so they're contacting the town, letting us know when, there aren't pickups. Yuli and Pam have been very good with staying in communication with me because there was a day where I issued like 4 or 5 violations. Residents called, said, "Hey, it wasn't our fault." Yuli sent me an email, and we were able to still document it, but that didn't count as those residents warning. But now pressure is being put on Waste Management, like, hey, when you're supposed to come out and pick it up, you need to come out and pick it up. So I see it as a positive thing that we're going to be getting better pickup service because now the residents, a lot of them understand that when they put it out, if it doesn't get picked up, that they need to reach out and be like, hey, this needs to be picked up because I don't want to be cited.
Second thing is it's hurricane season, right? Or now we're approaching, so now there should be a lot more pruning going on.
There's
Sometimes they come, but their trucks get filled up.
Right.
Mhm.
How is that handled? Do they increase? I mean, just like, hey, we're gonna get it all done today. Is that a conversation that we've had with our Waste Management as well? Because sometimes I've seen them come out and then they're picking and choosing which pile because of how much space they have in the truck.
I've seen them come out with multiple trucks.
last year, the town manager, called them and they sent out the fleet.
Okay, so good. So then in other words, then you're able to, do your job or make sure whoever the true violators are.
And also, if there is an approaching hurricane within, I think, 72 or 96 hours, it's all hands on deck for Waste Management. So they really don't mess around with that.
Communities, are they still streets? And I know the town wasn't, and I know like on Venetian, I know it's all wide, but I just don't understand how people can just put garbage on the actual street, even though it's super wide and vehicles or people walking or whatever, but are we trying to tell people, hey, you got to put it on your yard?
Mhm.
And that's where it's
Regardless of, because Venetian seems to be, hey, everybody else has to put on their yard but us.
Well, 7 people got cited on Venetian on Saturday.
Okay,
So Venetian wasn't very happy with me.
I walk pretty much every day, and it's gotten to the point where it's hard for me to tell whether Waste Management has gotten some and not gotten others. Because when you go down the street and then you one street's clear and then you turn the corner and then another street seems like everything's out. So,
Welcome to code enforcement.
and you don't know whether Waste Management hadn't come or whether the people just put it out.
Or even better, when piles are put 50-50 between two properties,
Mm.
and I have to cite both.
Well, good luck, Eric.
Oh, well, since doing that, one party will usually call me upset and the other one will say it wasn't me.
Yeah.
But no, we're getting compliance. It's just, it takes time. Anytime you are heavily in enforcing, something that hasn't really been enforced for years, it takes time. But
Yeah.
once enough people, and we're seeing it, we are seeing that, the call volume for waste management when they do have a missed pickup is increasing, which means the residents are paying attention to if the stuff is getting picked up or not, because they know I'm out there.
Does anybody have anything else?
I do just one, and this is just, and I'm on the lake, so whatever, but what type of code enforcement are we doing on the lake? Cause I kind of figure if you're on the lake or a canal or whatever, your backyard should look as pristine as your front yard. That's just me. You don't have a closed in fence. It's just open. Is that something I'm just curious because why would we care so much? Front yard, here you are, we're all boating community. And then you got people's backyards that,
Well, you have more protections with a backyard because you're talking about a fenced in area. So yes, we can still cite things, but you have to be careful not to pry too much in because then you could be looking at a violation of the Fourth Amendment. Because yes, you are on the water. Yes, you are looking into someone's property, but you have to be careful.
but I'm just saying, I would think the same rules would apply. It would be like, hey, if you see a pile of rubbish, I don't get me wrong, but I'm just,
Not necessarily, because if it says it can't be in the front, it doesn't say you can't have materials in your backyard. Now, if you have a massive amount of broken concrete and so on and so forth, then yeah, it can be looked into. But sometimes people move stuff into the privacy of their backyard, and then they could argue and be like, well, I couldn't put it in the front, and now you're coming after me, and focusing on me when I put it in the back. So you just have to be careful.
I'm
But
just
yes.
wondering if we've thought or now that it seems like we've gotten caught up with everything in the town, or if that's something that maybe we should be focusing. I'm not saying all, but I'm sure like you drive down, is it Gregory?
Mhm.
Here's Gregory, you got, houses there that I can just see from the street, and just driving through the community, people on our lake and even canals. I'm just wondering if,
Trust me,
that's something that we,
there's enforcement from the waterway. I brought in many broken docks that are disrepair, trees that needed to be trimmed, accumulation of stuff on properties, work being done without permits. That's why they, unfortunately, people tend to figure out my schedule, so they know if they're going to do work, they know not to do it on a Saturday, because I was catching a lot of people before.
okay. No, just food for thought.
Anybody else?
Motion to adjourn.
Ready to go home?
Mhm.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
Motion's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed?
Louder.
All right, motion carries. Thank you, everyone.